welcome to my journey, my frugal journey. You'll hear the people mowing next door. I can't believe they are mowing after all the monsoon we had the night before and yesterday. Oh my gosh. But you know, me and David were talking about that. One of the guys over at his work started doing it, and he got so much that he quit. He quit truck driving to open a lawn business. That's how good he was doing. And he was talking about, me and him were talking about, you know, after rain or whatever, they still need to make their money, so they'll come and mow. So we got a little line of wet grass over here to deal with. So, because you know, don't blow it on your own lawn, blow it on your neighbor's. Anyway, that's my grump for today. Oh, no. I guess the rain and stuff cooled it down out here. It's not sticky yet. It's overcast and everything, but the rain has stopped. Just left over with the wet grass, wet mud. I told Holly, I said, don't even bother going out in the garden because you'll mar up. We'll talk in a minute. We're here for Frugal Friday, and this Frugal Friday is little. I didn't do anything this week. Listen, I'm telling you, between canning, freezing, Sebastian, garden picking, garden working, I don't have time to do anything frugal. Does that make sense? Oh, we're getting ready to be converged on two vehicles. So, I don't even know if that makes sense or not, but I don't. It's like I don't have time to do anything different to try to save money anyway differently. I just do the same old things. The one thing I did do this week, and I think it's a really okay, school ain't even in, and we are just in the midst of lawn mowing, but garbage day was, it's today Friday. Oh, Dave didn't put the garbage can out. I thought, why are they coming around today? Because I didn't see our garbage cans, and I wasn't paying attention to theirs behind the tree limb. It's garbage day. They have to back down where they built them houses across the street. They have to back down the driveway to get theirs and then pull back out. So that's where you hear the beeping in the background. But what was I saying? Oh, this week one thing, but it's a good one thing. So David told me, because I'll snake out the tub drain because hair gets built up, and the soap, you know, because his soap is waxy. And so I'll snake it out, and then it'll run a little bit better for a while, and then I'll do it. He goes, do your thing to my sink. His sink was draining really, really slow. And I'm like, well, I don't know if I can get my thing down through the, you know, the little thing in the middle is kind of like a cross, but thick. I said, I don't think I can get my thing down through there. So I don't know where I found this hint. I really don't. Anyway, maybe I saw it on a YouTube video. Hold on, here comes that dead burn garbage truck. We're gonna try this again. I think I did see it in a YouTube video, so I thought, I'm gonna try it. She took a funnel, and I had one with a little skinny spout, just a little bitty funnel, and funneling some salt down the drain. And I can't remember if I think she might have done the bathtub or sink, something. And she poured down a bunch of salt, so I run a bunch of salt down through there until mine backed up and it wouldn't go. I guess it maybe backed up and got some moisture to it or something. Oh my gosh. I said that was my grump for the day. I'm about to get ill. And then pour a whole pot of boiling water. So I did that. I funneled down a whole bunch of salt, and I got one of them like 4 or 5 quart cooking pots. and balled up the water. Went in there and poured the whole thing in there. I'm gonna tell you what. Drains like a brand new sink. If I didn't see it myself, I would have believed that was some kind of trick photography. That was my frugal savings. I didn't have to use any liquid plumber or anything. I don't know if I had or not. I would have had to go buy some. No, it worked better than a liquid plumber ever even thought to work. So try it. If you got a slow running drain. Now they're blowing. I thought they were through. Y'all, it's too early and it's too nice out here for my nerves to be tromped on. But that was my frugal thing. I opened up, cleared the drain, tried, do a whole pot of boiling water because you really wanted to rush it through. So, today is green tomato salsa making day. I told you I didn't think I'd have a Frugal Friday video because me and Holly would be canning. Well, turns out Holly, she's running a donut on her car. She was supposed to go to Costco yesterday and she forgot to tell me they rescheduled her appointment till Monday, so she can't come up here. So I'm just gonna do it myself. She said, is it too hard? I don't want to skip out. Like, if I went and get her something. I said, no, it ain't hard. It ain't hard at all. I said, y'all. If I didn't already take nerve pills, I'd have to take nerve pills. I told her for the hot peppers, she can just add them because we was gonna make her batch hot. I said you can just add them when you open the jar, you know. So I'm just gonna make a double batch of mild. What was I gonna tell you? Oh, listen, this ain't, well, this is frugal. This is frugal. If you watched my chat and haul yesterday, which I don't know if going to the thrift store twice in 1 week is frugal or not, but it happened. I'm going to the Dollar Tree twice in 1 week. We're gonna talk about all that. This is just a talking video. Oh, we'll talk about Dave too. Whole Foods. I'll say this for the girl. She went out in the road and blowed what had flowed out in the road back against the ditch line, or the line of the grass to the road. Because you know, I was fussing about that the other day. You leave that stuff out there for motorcycle riders and they can wreck on it and get seriously hurt or killed. So that's dangerous. So that's a plus. Oh, the big thing, if you watch my chat now, the big bin of towels I got for $10. Oh my gosh. Did I get my $10 worth, or did I get my $10 worth? I don't know how much. Excuse me. Worth of towels and dish towels and washcloths and, oh my gosh. I got them all washed up last night and dried and everything. I have got a mound of towels of varying shapes and sizes. I'm gonna have to go in there and put it on the Sebastian's bed and sort it out by, style or whatever. I got my money's worth. I'm so excited. I don't know what to do. I got towels for everything. Everything you need a towel for, I got it. So that was awesome. And the jars I got, I didn't know. I just thought they were used jars put up in a box that they taped over. No, they were brand new. They had only used 4 jars. I had to count on my fingers. They had only used 4 jars out of the box, and the rest were brand new. Pint. $5.99 minus 25%. Don't ask me to do the math because I ain't going to. That was worth it. And then they had one silver ball leak-proof lid in there. That was probably $3 or $4 right there if you need it for something, which Leak-proof lid is always good for something. Um, so that was frugal. I got everything in the dishwasher. Got my dishes done and got them put up, and I put all my jars in there and got them all cleaned up. So I think since Holly ain't here, I'm gonna make a executive decision and put the salsa in the 12-ounce jars, and then once those are through, do the jelly jars. Because I'm thinking a pint, that's too much for one time. I'm afraid I might waste it because we don't use that much at one time. And even for my green chicken chili, I don't use that much. I think, did I tell y'all? I don't know. I was telling David, I know. I make a green chicken chili that he just loves. And you have to make your own salsa verde, which uses tomatillos. You have to make... Y'all gonna be lucky that you're seeing this, that I don't pick my phone up and fling it out in the road. What a grumpy grumperson this morning. And I feel fine. Had good sleep. I'm excited to do my salsa. Yeah, well, I don't know what my deal is. Anyway, I think a pint of the green salsa is too much to add to my chili. So that's why I think it's better. And even if I use it for the tacos and stuff, tostadas, it'd be better in a smaller jar. And I think it's going to be better than that Herdez that I buy. I buy that Herdez mild. I think this is going to be better. I mean, it's homemade. You know, that makes me think of the pickle episode on Andy Griffith when they can't stand ain't these pickles. And Barney says, well, women just think, something homemade just has to be better than something from the store. And they're like, not in this case. So, but I think this is going to be really good. The recipe I found sounds really good, and I'm leaving some of it out. It's got cumin and oregano. I don't want that in my salsa. It don't sound good. I don't know. Not in no green stuff. I ain't adding it. So, cumin to me is a chili something. Chilies with red tomatoes. I don't think it sounds right with green tomatoes. I could be wrong. I mean, the recipe got good ratings, but I ain't doing it. So there's something else I was going to talk about. I don't know. So I apologize. This is not very frugal talking. But like I said, I didn't have time to be frugal. I just did the same old things, reusing baggies, washing out baggies, just stuff like that, the same old. The reason I had time to make this is I was going to talk about David, because I got to wait for him to get home and make his breakfast and everything. Because normally if it's me and Holly in there and she comes early and we get started, I'll have him stop and get a biscuit, but I'm going to let him come on home. I hope y'all can hear me. I swear to my soul, I hope y'all can hear me. I'm going to let him come on home. Let me get up here in your face. Let him come on home and make his breakfast. What is it you say when you meditate? I'm fixing to meditate on some other words. Oh, there you go. Go in the backyard, honey. David's wrist. You know how I started this frugal journey to save up for when he's out of work with having his wrist surgery. He's not going to do it, y'all. He's not going to do it. He says he will be maimed and crippled the rest of his life, and he's not going to do it. He said, I'll never be able to play my guitar again. I said, well, honey, you can't play it now, but in his mind, because that plate is going to... I've told y'all before, I'm going to tell you again in case you knew, because I've had some... Oh, we got to talk about that. We're going to talk about... No. We'll talk about it, but then I'm going to do a separate video. They're going to put a plate right from here to... about here to here that will immobilize his wrist for the rest of his life. They said they bend your wrist about that far. They do it like that. Maybe about like that. demonstrated that much. He said, so you can still use your fingers. So that's all he'll be able to do. He said, honey, I can't do it. He said, I can't do it. So this is a bad idea. I profusely apologize to you, but I'm not going inside and redoing this because I won't think of what I'm supposed to be saying. So he don't want to be, like he said, named. He said maybe after he retires, maybe. But he's suffering. Oh my gosh, he's suffering. He can't see the benefits of losing the pain and getting at least mobility in his fingers back. He will get his strength back eventually. He just won't be able to move as freely, but he will get his strength back. And I told him, I said, you'll adapt. I said, people lose limbs and they adapt. He says, I know I will, but he can't get the idea of being like that the rest of his life. That is overtaking he's scared. I mean, he's scared. So we're not doing wrist surgery, but I'm not going to quit doing my frugal journey because I think it's really good for us, especially during this time of uncertainty. So, thrift stores and Dollar Trees aside, I'm still practicing a frugal lifestyle. You know, I told you that Halloween's off the table. When it comes to Halloween, I'm not frugal. No, I take that. I am, because there are things that I see at Sam's and BJ's, places like that, that I want. I would love to have, but I'm not willing to spend the kind of money they want on it. I seen some witches at, I didn't go inside Sam's, it was BJ's. I seen some witches. Oh, I wanted them witches, but they was more money than I was willing to spend. But I wanted them witches out here in my front yard so bad. Oh my gosh. You don't know how bad I want them witches. So I am frugal in that respect. But as far as little Dollar Tree things, thrift store things, I will buy them. And especially now that I'm going to do that craft. Crafts. I think I've bitten off more than I can chew. And if I can ever get a minute to myself, I'm going to try to go buy some spray paint. I'm going to get these things washed up to get the dust off of them and whatnot. Oh my gosh, if he don't finish mowing that yard, I'm going to pass out here on the floor. David's going to come home and think, what am I doing laying on the porch? Y'all tired of hearing me fuss about it. I'm tired of fussing about it. But my nerves is crawling. Y'all, what does Joan say all the time? Real life? Okay, real life, my nerves are crawling. They're crawling. I cannot be the only one out there whose nerves crawl. So, I will try to get my little houses and boats and jails and all that washed up and dried off and everything. And I'm going to try to figure out what color I want to spray paint. If they have I'm going to get spray paint for plastic because these are plastic toys and I want it to stick. I don't want it to flake off, which regular spray paint's going to do. If they have a primer color, I could do that and paint over it. But I don't know if they make a primer color. I don't want to paint everything. I don't want to paint the whole thing black because then parts that I want to paint white, because there's going to be some white that I want to paint or cream or something. It would take 1,000 coats to get over the black. So I think I'm going to paint part of it, take part of it off. I've got to really go in there and sit down and look at them and sketch in my mind, or even on a piece of paper, what colors I want in what part of the little things, little houses. They're not all houses, but you know what I mean. So I've still got to spend money on that. But the excitement that I have of wanting to craft again could almost make me cry. I've not crafted in, y'all know, probably 2 years. You reckon? I've not felt like it. When my niece died 4 years ago, I crafted sun up to sundown probably a year. I mean, I crafted anything you could think of, I crafted it. And this is not junk journal time. Not in the beginning, let me say that. So I crafted and I crafted. And then I got my junk journals and started on those. And I journaled. My early journals are my best ones. And it's like I did all those. I got all the cool ideas out. Now I can't think of anything to do. I can't think of how to make them cool. It's like I'm done. I've forgotten everything that I did in my first. I think that girl's just having fun with the blower because she blowed the front. She went and blowed the back, and she come up here and blowed the front again. Then she looked like her and she'd been in the back all this time. Now she come up here and she was blowing on the front again. Now she's going up in the neighbor's yard. Whew. Glory be. So, the fact that I'm excited to craft, I don't mind having spent that money on craft items. I'm going to get my the garbage truck. And there's my honey. So guess what? I'm going to quit my bitching. That's the best way I know to call it. You know, I'm about to sweat out here too. It's starting to get a little mud again. So, hold on, I'm going to make him tell you, hey. You hear his radio, he listens to that talk radio, and he has to turn it up loud because he don't have no air conditioning and he has his window down so he can't hear. Hey honey, holler across here and tell my ladies and gentlemen good morning.
Say what?
Tell my ladies and gentlemen good morning.
Hey.
Oh, go out there and do it. They can see you in the glass. Go out there and let them see your reflection. Stand out here in front of me.
Oh.
Right there. No, go back, go back, go back. There, now tell them hey.
Hey, how you doing?
I told him, I said, hold on, there's my honey. I'm going to let him tell you hey. So, I'm going to quit my bitching and moaning and groaning right now and go in the house because as soon as he eats, I'm going to have to get me a little something to eat or I'm going to feel bad. So, then I'm going to start on my stuff and, you know, I'll be recording that. So, I don't know what time you're seeing this. You're probably wishing you didn't see it. When I go back and edit this, I'm probably going to be cringing. So, anyway. Probably see me tomorrow prep because I plan on prepping tomorrow. David's not going to the garden because of all the massive rain we had. He's going to work on my car. It's got an issue. So he's going to work on my car and I'm going to prep. There you go. All right. See you tomorrow.